The Council of the Stars had convened for over 20,000 cycles. Empires rose and fell beneath its vaulted spires of light. Species that once ruled entire arms of the galaxy now existed only as names etched into crystal archives. The council chamber itself orbited a blue giant, shielded by ancient technologies no civilization alive fully understood anymore. And yet, despite all that history, nothing had ever caused silence like this. The council had been arguing when it began. Delegates hovered, perched, floated, or sat within gravity-adjusted platforms designed for thousands of species. Energy beings shimmered beside chitin-clad warlords. Telepathic collectives whispered across shared neural fields. Holographic envoys flickered with pre-recorded authority. The topic, as always lately, was humanity. They expand without restraint, hissed the Korth delegate, mandibles clicking in agitation. Their borders grow faster than any recorded civilization in galactic history. They refuse council oversight, replied the crystalline voice of the Virelian chorus. They reject tithe protocols. They ignore demilitarization zones. They are primitives with ambition, scoffed High Strategist Ulmor of the Jathek Dominion. Their technology is advanced, yes, but predictable. Fusion, antimatter, warp compression, all derivative. A ripple of agreement passed through many sections of the chamber. Then the warning chimes sounded. Once. Twice. Then continuously. The chamber lights dimmed as the central Starview Hollow activated automatically, an ancient failsafe that only triggered during events of galactic-scale significance. Council members turned. And stared. Space was folding. Not warping, not tearing, collapsing inward, as if reality itself were being pressed aside by something far denser than stars. Sensors screamed across 1,000 spectrums. Mass readings spiked, then vanished, then reappeared multiplied. Energy signatures registered as negative. Dark. Impossible. What is that? Whispered the avian delegate, feathers trembling. The silence that followed was not ceremonial. It was fear. Then they arrived. No jump flash, no hyperspace ripple, no subspace wake. They simply existed. Dozens at first, then hundreds, then thousands. Warships, vast beyond conventional scale, hung in perfect formation, blotting out entire constellations. Their hulls did not reflect light, they absorbed it, bending photons inward as though gravity itself obeyed their will. These were not ships built around engines. They were built around mass. The Council's most ancient sensors struggled to classify them. Hull composition returned null results. Internal scans failed completely. One thing, however, was unmistakable. Each vessel carried a gravitational signature rivaling a small moon. No known propulsion system could move something like that, croaked Ulmor. They aren't moving them, the Virelian chorus replied slowly. They are anchoring reality around them. A single ship drifted forward. Larger than the rest. At its core burned a sphere of controlled darkness, contained dark matter, stabilized and weaponized. A communication signal flooded every known channel. Not a demand. Not a threat. A statement. This is the Terran Union. The voice was human, calm, unemotional. You are observing the dark matter fleet. The council speaker, an entity whose species had mediated wars older than Earth's oceans, struggled to respond. This council did not authorize military presence in this sector, it said carefully. Authorization was neither requested nor required. Gasps echoed through the chamber. The Korth delegate bristled. You dare bring weapons of this scale before the council? The human voice did not rise. We brought proof. A holographic projection unfolded across the chamber. Not maps. Not battle plans. Footage. Human colonies burning. Trade vessels shattered. Refugee stations vented into vacuum. Each image tagged with timestamps and identifiers. Pirate coalitions. Proxy fleets. Council-aligned enforcement actions. For 300 years, the voice continued. Humanity complied. We negotiated. We paid reparations. We accepted sanctions. The projection shifted. Human fleets withdrawing. Borders shrinking. Treaties signed. For 300 years, you mistook restraint for weakness. The image vanished. The dark matter fleet moved. Not closer. Heavier. Space bent further inward. The chamber's shields flared as gravitational waves brushed the station's outer hull. Several delegates collapsed as their environmental fields struggled to compensate. Allmore shouted, "This is an act of war." The response was immediate. "No." A pause. "This is deterrence." One of the counselors, an ancient silicon-based intelligence, ran probability simulations at impossible speed. Its voice fractured. "Counsel, simulation results indicate 0 survivability in a direct conflict scenario." Silence returned. "Not forced. Earned." The human voice spoke once more. "These ships are not designed for conquest. They are not fast. They are not agile." The central vessel's dark core pulsed. "They are designed to end wars before they begin." A star near the edge of the projection dimmed. Not exploded. Dimmed. Its mass reduced. Converted. Controlled. Fear rippled across the chamber like a psychic scream. The council speaker lowered its head, a gesture no member had seen in 10,000 cycles. "What does humanity demand?" The answer came without hesitation. "Recognition. Sovereignty. And an end to the assumption that the galaxy decides our worth." The fleet began to withdraw. Space relaxed slowly, like a held breath finally released. Before the signal cut, the human voice left them with one final truth. "We did not bring the dark matter fleet to threaten you. We brought it so you would never need to wonder what happens if humanity stops holding back." The channel closed. The stars returned. The Council of the Stars sat in absolute silence. For the first time in its long history, the galaxy had learned that humanity's greatest weapon was not rage. It was control. And the knowledge that some forces, once revealed, could never be ignored again.